Laser beam, prepare for flight. Destination, unknown. Operation, assimilation. Laser beak, Autobot alert. Transformation required. Disclosure averted. Continue observation.
Oh, hello, you insouciant long pigs. It is I, Soundwave SG1, coming at you for another Transformers transformation review thingy. Yes, this time I'm taking a look at world's smallest Soundwave. We'll get into that in a second. According to my analytics, about 90% of people watch my videos and subscribe. So if you like what I do, hit like, share and subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell me when new videos out. Should be every Thursday and Saturday. And if you're in a position to help out the channel, please check out my Patreons with cool rewards over there as well. So, guys, look what we're messing with here. This is the world's smallest Soundwave. And he is teeny fucking weeny. Just so, because I'm zoomed in. So let's zoom this out. And we'll bring in a G1 Soundwave. This is the 40th anniversary Soundwave. Just look at the size difference. He is a teeny boy. And he just won't, his leg will not click in there. There we are. No, it's a bit loose there. But he's a teeny weeny. And just look how big G1 Soundwave is in comparison. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So we'll just take him out of the way just for now. And let's zoom this back in. I'll take a look at his cassette player mode. And I've got to get in a position where I'm actually in frame because I'm zoomed in so tight. He's got all the details that are there. You know, he's got his buttons on his waist there. You've got the cassette door. Unfortunately, his head doesn't spin round, but you know, you can't have everything. For the size this is impressive. And then you've got all the details on the back, and he just looks like a small G1 Soundwave, which is what he is. Now, he comes with Ravage, which is, I believe, the smallest Transformer ever made. So you just take him out of there. And this is Ravage. Zoom in. Come on, zoom. This is Ravage. He is minuscule. Okay. Let me just show you a G1 Ravage. Come on. There we go. There is a G1 Ravage, and just look at the size. In fact, I think you can fit him into that little cavity there. No, not quite, but just look at the size. He's tiny. Tiny. I mean, these things aren't exactly massive themselves, but fucking hell, it's tiny. So, and he does transform. Now, I've got to be very careful with this because these little legs will pop off if I'm not careful. So you bring out his head like that. See what I mean? Yeah, I have to be very careful. I mean, he's not painted or anything, but quite honestly, for the size this thing is, I'm impressed it's even a thing. You know, sorry, it's very difficult to put this back on. There we go. Just be careful. Be very careful. And then you pull his legs down at the back as well. So my big meat hooks are in the way. And there is the smallest Ravage you'll ever see in your life. I know it's not exactly amazing, but for the size this thing is, and the ability and the fact that it can transform is just absolutely crazy. So we're just going to leave you there just for a second. And you can't even see where I've put him. There he is. And we'll bring up this fella. This is a G1 Ravage, obviously. And we'll transform into robot mode very quickly. And, well, it is a G1 Ravage, but it's the 40th anniversary Ravage. You know, so, you know, I'll put the guns on as well. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but, you know, it's... just to show you the size comparison of this thing. I mean, you can fit him in his back there. You can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, no. There you go. You can fit him in his back there. That's how small this thing is. It is just tiny. You know, tiny. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to transform this very carefully and put it back into Soundwave's cassette door, and he will stay there for the rest of time, because if you lose this, it's gone. It's straight up the vacuum cleaner, you know. And you know, just see, this is the other thing. This is why I want to get it in there very quickly, because these things just, his legs and that just keep popping off, because they're just held on to these tiniest little ports. You know, so if I get it on, once it's back in there, I don't think I'll ever see it again. But at least I know it's there. Come on, there we go. So you now live there, and you ain't going anywhere. There we go. Whew, that's saved. Right, so let's take him to robot mode. So, what do is we... Hang on a minute, let's position that, there we go. So, might as well lift his head up. We'll come to the back, and then we'll slide down his cassette door as well, his battery cover, and pull out the weapons. He has weapons as well. So we put that back on there like that. And then we rotate those legs down, just like the G1 toy. Rotate those out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Doesn't want to play today. There we go. Pull out his little feet. Same for this side, rotate that down. Pull out his little feet. Bring out his arms like that, and then his head. And then you get, this one will fit on his shoulder, and this one will fit in his hand. And there is, quite possibly, it's so small I can't even fucking do it. And there is quite possibly one of the smallest sound waves you will ever see in your life. There we go, let's just zoom that out just a touch so we can see what we're doing. And there he is in his remote mode, and he's really cool. Really, really, really cool. And he's just a cool little dude. Yeah, I really fucking like this guy. I mean, he's Soundwave, isn't it? So of course I'm going to like it. But he's tiny, tiny, tiny. And you can rotate his arms 360 degrees at the elbow, but that comes off because it's just pegged on very, very ever so slightly. He will bend his elbow as well. He can kick forward, he can stop there, nothing at the knee, and he can rotate out, and he can do the G1 cover art, which is one of the very few Transformers, G1 Transformers, that can actually do it. Yeah, you might not have seen what I've just done there because my fingers are so big and this guy is so tiny. You know, let's see if I can recreate the there we go. There we go. Best I can do. There he is. He's pretty fucking cool, isn't he? And then we'll just bring in G1 Soundwave just to see how tall, or rather how short this guy is. And there is Soundwave. And then there's the the 40th anniversary G1 Soundwave. And you can just see how fucking tiny this guy is. I know I keep saying it, but you just can't believe they've managed to recreate this into a little thing like that. Wrong way around there. It's just craziness. It's absolutely craziness. And I fucking love it. I really do. Yeah, and, right, let's just take him back to cassette player mode very quickly. I mean, these are cool. I mean, especially if you're doing like a diorama and you've got like city bots, you know, like Metroplex or Scorponok in the background, and that keeps coming off. I don't know why. Yeah, you can, if you've got more of these. I've got a thrust, which is a little taller than this guy as well, and you can, you know, populate the area, or you can have him, you know, in shrunken mode, you know, which is pretty cool. So what we can do is come to Soundwave. Let's zoom. Let's get him into frame because he's a bit. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's move him back a touch so you can see what I'm doing. So we get the world's smallest Soundwave, and he will fit in the cassette dart. Just. I mean, he will fit in there because I did it earlier. I don't think it'll close though, but you can put him in there. I think he's just a bit too wide, but I mean you can get him in the cassette door, you know, Soundwave within a Soundwave. I suppose you could do it like this. Let me transform him back to robot mode. What you can do is you can put him in there, and then you can have Soundwave within Soundwave because why not? Because why not? You know, will he fit in? Oh, wait a minute. We might be able to get him in this way around. Hang on. Let's just put his feet away. There we go. Soundwave within Soundwave. That is so fucking cool. Soundwaveception. There we are. There it is. There's world's smallest Soundwave. If you like this review, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me whatever the version of YouTube is they're doing it now. Check out my other videos. Check out my Patreon if you're in a position to help out the channel. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that bullshit. And I will catch you all very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I gear up to transform. Soundwave SG-1, bringing thunder in the storm. Watch me review, watch this channel ignite. Fusing metal and vision, let's take flight. Transform and roll out, hear our metal sound. Unboxing the legends